Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saada and my partner Bunga Amelia. We are from the group 13. In this occasion, the material that we will discuss is Introduction to Semantics, Word Meaning, Phrase and Sentence Meaning.
A. Definitions of semantics. The word semantics comes from the Greek, from the word sema, which means sign or symbol. The word semantics is then agreed upon as a term used for the field of linguistics. Linguistic semantics is the study of how language organize and express meanings. There are two ways of approaching semantics. The first one is the formal semantics. The formal semantics approach connects with the classical philosophical semantics, that is logic. Next is the cognitive semantics. This approach doesn't consider the logical structure of language as important for the description of the meaning of language and tends to disregard notions such as truth values or strict compositionality. So, semantics is the study of meaning. It is a wide subject within the general study of language. An understanding of semantics is essential to the study of language acquisition. D. The systematic study of meaning. Linguistic semantics is an attempt to explicate the knowledge of any speakers of a language which allows that speaker to communicate facts, feelings, intentions, and products of the imagination to other speakers and to understand what they communicate to him or her. Three disciplines are concerned with the systematic study of meaning in itself, that is psychology, philosophy, and linguistics. According to Al-Shayat's opinion, meaning covers a variety of aspects of language, and there is no general agreement about the nature of meaning. Looking at the word itself, the dictionary will suggest a number of different meanings of the noun meaning and the verb mean. The word mean can be applied to people who use language, for example to speakers, in the sense of intent. And it can be applied to words and sentence in the sense of be equivalent to. To understand what meaning is, one has to keep in mind whether we are talking about what speaker mean or what words or sentence mean. D. Definition of word meaning, phrase and sentence meanings. The first one is lexical semantics or word meaning. Lexical semantics is the study of the meaning of a lexeme or word of a language. The term lexeme is often used in semantic studies to refer to meaningful language units. The various meanings contained in these lexemes are called lexical meanings. For example, as a semantic unit, a lexeme can be a word such as table, hat, mattress, and other. A lexeme can also be a combination of words such as green table in the sense of card. In discussing lexical semantic relation, Said divides them into several forms of meaning relation, namely homonymy, polysemy, synonymy, antonymy, hyponymy, and meronymy. The second one is phrasal or sentential semantics, or phrase and sentence meaning, the study of how word meanings combine into phrase and sentence meanings, and the meaning relationship among these larger units is called phrasal or sentential semantic. Word and morphemes are the smallest meaningful units of language. For the most part, however, we communicate in phrases and sentences, which also have meaning. The meaning of phrases or sentence depends on both the meaning of its word and how these words are structurally combined.
Elements of semantics, sign and symbol, lexicon meaning and referential relationship, and the last one is naming. Sign and symbol. The sign and symbol were developed into a theory called semiotics. Semiotics is a branch of science dealing with sign enrollment and everything associated with sign, such as the system of signs process that applies to the use of or sign. Classified into third, into three. First one is the sign created by nature, known to man by experience. For example, continuous rain can cause flooding. The second is the sign of the animal, known by the sound of the animal. The example is dogs barking, sign of someone entering the yard. The third one, the last, the sign produced by human. That can be divided into two. Verbal is a sign produced by humans, organ of speech, like when we are talking. Non-verbal sign used by humans to communicate made by the anatomy or the body gesture, like thumbs up means great, good, etc. And there's another thing from verbal sign. Non-verbal is signs produced through sound. For example, screaming means pain or in danger, etc. Second thing is lexical meaning and referential relationship. The elements of lexicon are the smallest in the system of meaning of a language and can distinguish from the other small units. The meaning of lexicon is a particular element that involves a relationship between the meaning of words that ready to be analyzed. A referential relationship is one that exists between words and the outside world is a language spoken of. Relationship between words like symbol, meaning, concept or reference, and something called referent is an indirect relationship. Number 3 is naming. The meaning of naming by Krida Laksana, 1993, is a search process creates symbols of language to represent objects of concept, process, etc. Usually by exploiting existing treasure. Names are words that label every creature, thing, the activity, and events in the world.
Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.